Who murdered Bernie Feldman, Dean Corso's associate, confidant, and possible friend? In this video, we discuss possible suspects responsible for the heinous act. We'll take a look at clues from the film as well as from the script. The Ninth Gate was directed by Roman Polanski, released in 1999, and loosely based on the novel The Club Dumas, written by Arturo Pérez-Reverte. What we know about Bernie is he and Dean Corso are very similar. They're both the same age. By being a bookseller, Bernie's very line of work involves collecting and appraising them. However, while Corso travels the world, Bernie stays in his below-ground shop. There's hints they share the same contacts, perhaps experience the same risks in the dangerous world of books. Bernie is one of the film's few who keep and hold the book, albeit temporarily. The book, regardless of which copy of the three, came with its own curse, bringing no fortune to most. Corso asks his friend to keep Balkan's copy of the book safe. It seemed to be a very good idea at the time. When Corso comes to retrieve the book from Bernie's shop, he discovers Bernie, dead, hung upside down by his left leg. Because of his crossed right leg, his pose is eerily similar to one of the book's engravings. Was it a warning or a harbinger of danger and evil? The first suspect is Liana Telfer's bodyguard, Bruno. By his shoes, we presume he was trailing Corso and the book earlier than the film revealed. Bruno is paid to retrieve the book, kill if necessary, return it back to his employer. But does Bruno have the means, motive, and opportunity? He certainly has the motive. He had the opportunity. But let's question if he had the means. Before being interrupted by the girl, Bruno is unable to steal the book from Corso. As a bodyguard, he has a deal of trouble from a book detective. He fails twice in confrontation with Corso. Even armed with a pistol, he is thrown down the staircase and beaten by his shoe. Bruno never demonstrates success as being threatening, a very common trait shown in movies. Our next suspect is the girl. She was there trailing Bruno, and has shown the ability to know more than she should. While she has the means and the opportunity, the motives are very debatable. On the one hand, she is in the story as an observer, watching, waiting, letting things play out. She is a protector and a guardian angel. But there is a clue, a single hint that may or may not have been intentional. The girl acts out the depiction in one of the engravings, implied as one of the many rituals to open the Ninth Gate. What if Bernie's sacrifice was a rite, a necessary step, one of 9 to open the gate? Who would know better than the girl? But this theory contradicts her implied role as a student, waiting for the lesson to come to its end. The film leaves no clue that she would come after Bernie. If Corso's investigation was crucial to the girl's plan, why would she murder his friend that almost discouraged him from continuing? The next suspect is only feasible with the first viewing, and maybe only if you don't pay attention too closely. What if the suspect was just a nobody? After all, the book was not taken. Maybe not even the objective. Bernie had made enemies, crossed others, whether it's the man from Switzerland or Witkin. You may ask, what about the pose mimicking the engraving? Premonition, prediction, a supernatural coincidence. But there are no coincidences in the Ninth Gate. The supernatural is reserved for the very select. Next is Boris Balkan. He has the means, possessing almost superhuman strength, although his victims include an old man, a paraplegic, and a widow. Did he have the opportunity? How did he know Corso ditched his book with Bernie? The movie depicts Balkan as a man little seen, but makes his presence known. He keeps an eye on his investment. The man will follow the devil as his minion, may have minions himself, spying on his behalf, guarding his domain, guarding his tower. Balkan is pinned as the man responsible for murdering the others, Fargus and Kessler. Did the film imply the others only in Europe, or was Bernie part of Balkan's killing streak? But what about the motive? Was Balkan angered Corso dared to let the book out of his sight? Was this a psychotic warning? Bernie is seen looking at that particular engraving of Balkan's copy, unknowingly seeing his future. Balkan's copy has the man hung by his left leg. This leads to the next clue that points to Balkan. In the end, when he collects the 9 true engravings drawn by Lucifer, one of them shows the man hung by his right leg. This concludes that Balkan's copy was drawn by Torquia. Whoever murdered Bernie with the intention of mimicking the engraving had used a Torquia engraving. This points to Balkan, a more likely suspect than Fargus or Kessler. Before we discuss the final suspect and reveal what the script says, like, share, or subscribe if you want to see more content like this one. The script is a bit different from the movie. Bernie is killed in the exact same way in the script, but described ambiguously. Bernie has been lashed upside down to the handrail of the spiral staircase. His mouth and eyes are open, and his battered face is streaked with blood. While it does read Bernie was hung upside down, it does not mention by a single leg. Curiously, the script does not have a description of this engraving within it. As far as we know, this was an invention solely for the film. But there is another suspect who showed means, motive, and opportunity. The clues are laid out, one by one, if you watch closely. The clue comes from the script reading, Bernie's battered face is streaked with blood. Who was known for attacking the face? Could it be the creature known as Liana Telfer, who attacked both Corso and Balkan by going after the eyes? The Balkan copy was the Telfer copy. Liana Telfer had the motive. She wanted the book back. She had the means, having shown how easy, she resorted to physical violence and outright assault. Follow her steps. Corso's apartment is ransacked. The book was not found, and Telfer assumed Corso was keeping it with him. Liana's bodyguard follows Corso to Bernie's shop. Liana shows up in Corso's apartment and attempts to seduce or steal the book from him. She knocks him out, heads to Bernie's door, confronts him, attacks the face, and pulls him up just as a copy of her engraving depicts. But where does this theory fall apart? The shop isn't ransacked. The murder wasn't about getting the book back, something Liana was desperate to do. This takes us back to Balkan and another look at the script for answers. Balkan, in the script, makes a confession when he is confronted by Corso in the castle. Corso's motivation in the script is money. He sought Balkan out to get paid. Balkan brushes off Corso's demand, saying he didn't deserve the money. Balkan says, "You failed me all along the line. Thanks to your lack of initiative, I was compelled to do my own dirty work, and I did it. I got these myself." Balkan was unhappy with Corso from the very beginning, and didn't wait very long to go on his murder spree. Let me know in the comments below, who do you think murdered poor Bernie? This is Mr. G from Synergy saying, don't open your doors to anyone bringing an extra long extension cord to your bookstore. Make sure to check out other videos on my channel.